I have like 2 guys here on checkpoint. 3. 3 guys, maybe 4. A lot of guys here. I'm coming to you, man. I was.
I
Yeah,
popped him.
he's coming.
Watch the shotgunner.
I think he's not going shotgun. There it is. Fucking hell, then.
Popping him, make a few. Stay within 10 meters.
He's going for you, man. That's the shotgun.
He's weak.
Funny is.
Putting a hive here. Oh my god. I'm dead. Shotgun down.
Лучше, контрабандная АК, поменьше урона, но...
Killed them all again. Yo, I just did that. Hello everyone, it's Mike's, and I have another build video I want to share with you guys, because I'll tell you something. Man, this build is nutty, I'm telling you right now. It is amazing, top tier, but it isn't easy to use. And that's why I like it. So, without anything... Oh shit, what's going on here? Oh, hope he doesn't see me. Yeah, let's get into it. We're using the survivalist spec as per usual. I mean, it is the best spec in the game. The gunner is a close second, but it isn't first. Survivalist is. The medkit, still the best item in the game, right? And I can get the rifle damage on there, no problem. That's absolutely fine. And for rifles, which rifle will I be using? Well, I have settled on the MDR, and trust me, I have tried every rifle that I've got my hands on, every single one. And the one that keeps calling my name is the Urban MDR. It's just got the perfect damage to rate of fire to magazine size and handling. It is like, it's the Goldilocks of all rifles. Yes, the MK17 is still on sheet the best rifle in the game, but due to a talent like Entrench, which procs on a headshot, you want to have more RPM. And this is just at that sweet spot. So, Optimist, of course, because Optimist is the best talent in the game, you cannot compete with it. Of course, we want to stay below 5 because of Compensated and because of Optimist. Allegro, because it's best in slot, nothing gives you a 10% boost in DPS. Transmission, of course, I'd rather have something like In Rhythm, that's the one I want. Because the hive cooldown can be quite problematic, and yes, I'm using a hive. The attachments will be the, of course, as per usual, ACO scope for the optimal range. Not really for the optimal range, but so I can unlock the 25% headshot damage from the Nemesis. I have the sturdy mag because I'm lucky, I got the plus 20. I have the 10 reload speed to mitigate that, just like I showed you in my assault rifle video. I'm using the stability mag because the optimal range is obviously negated by the plus 20 I have here, and plus 20% stability is better than 10% accuracy. This gun has very good accuracy, and very good stability as well, but the stability just makes it that so that I really don't have to pull down much at all. And of course the Nemesis secondary, you can't change these. So let's get into the mask. We're using Javelina mask with high armor, medium health, and good skill power. You really want to get good skill power in here. The health doesn't really matter. I mean, yes, it does help your unbreakable proc, because if someone does more damage than what your armor is, than what armor is remaining added to your health, then you will die without unbreakable popping. So having health is good. However, with next patch coming very soon, I imagine that hazard protection might be very good. For the chest piece, the same god roll, high armor chest piece, high armor, 97 recalibration here, 35 or 34, and the 30%. Using Unbreakable because of people's armor is just off the charts in this patch. I mean, everything's just jumped up to ridiculous levels. So something like Bloodsucker, where it was really good last patch, in this patch it's not as great because you aren't depleting armor as much, because it's just too much armor. Plus the fact that we've lost generics, we've lost damage, we've gained armor. I explained this before in my previous build video, but I'll say it again. Unbreakable is the best in slot. You've got to be using Unbreakable if you want to compete at the higher levels. And we are using total armor percentage mods. It's really the best thing you should be running. The health ones are absolute rubbish. Do not use them. And fortunately for me, for the 3 mod slots that I'm using on this build, they all have Chem Launcher and Hive skill power. It's amazing. Of course, they all come with a base skill power on there as well. So for the mask, the chest, and the backpack, we have hive and cam launcher, hive and cam launcher. For our holster, we are using Fenris, just because it's the best slot I have. I have high armor, I have 2 yellows, I need the double yellow so that I can reach 7 for on the ropes. I do finally have a good on the ropes piece, so now I'm using on the ropes. Of course I want precise because this is a headshot damage build. You need to be hitting headshots to gain health, and you need to hit headshots so you can deal reasonable amounts of damage, significant amounts of damage. I was using a DNH on a previous version of this build, but as you can see right here, it's lacking the armor necessary. The skill power is good, but not that different from here. It's only 60 difference. For our backpack, we're using the vendor item, salvage bighorn pack, low base armor, because it is a low piece here, so you're more likely to roll lower armor. But it's fine though, because it's compensated by the fact that we have 18.5 base rolled armor, and then I rolled 24k on it. Of course, the 1% weapon damage is absolute rubbish, but it's fine because previously I wasn't running on the ropes, but now I am. So now I have gained damage where I lost damage. For the gloves, I am using a god roll piece with really good armor, not highest, 2k from max. I'm running 10k rifle 10% rifle damage, 100% recalibrated. I cannot get any more. Ideally, I would lose either a little bit of armor or a little bit of skill power. I would rather lose maybe 100 skill power to gain the extra 2 percentage points from here, because I am lacking damage. As you can see from my red attributes, my rifle and my damage from here adds up to 11%, which isn't very much, because there are people out there running around with 12, 10 and like 15, so like a total of like 35% damage from these 3 pieces, which I don't have. And they also have the 311.7, so they will also have on the ropes and spotter, but I have ridiculous amounts of armor. For them to get that damage, they will have to lose armor. So it's up to you. You use whatever pieces you have. Yeah, I'm using the best pieces that are available to me, which has created the best build that I can possibly make. On to my knee pads, the same Gila knee pads that I've been using. Well, they're not the same ones. The same one that I was using in a previous rifle build. Almost max armor, almost max total armor, and entrench. You might be thinking, well, why aren't you using Overlord for the 7.5 total armor? Well, I would like to, if Overlord was actually a good piece in any slot other than the gloves, where it can only roll chest, gloves, and knee pads. You can't get it anywhere else. Stupid, right? And for the knee pads, you would think that a rifle-based, brand set would roll, or be capable of rolling, entrench, but it's not. I've got so many knee pads, and they all have a passive talent, not an active talent. You need an active talent, so that you can either roll the talent onto, or hopefully, hope that it rolls in trench, so you can roll the total armor percentage up using your recalibration points in a much wiser way. But it's not possible. The developers simply just don't understand how to make, how to create these things. It makes no sense whatsoever. And plus, Gila is the best. It does provide 2 defensive mod slots, which are now obviously irrespective of protocol systems, so we just go armor and total armor once again, which is also helping us reach that 500k threshold, which is just wonderful. We are running 1600 skill power, which is pretty, well, I wouldn't say average, it's probably like in a good spot, but it's all made up by the fact that I'm using the 3 mods on here, which are all chem launcher and hive. For the skill, we are running a hive, a healing hive, with an extraordinary amount of extra healing. This is the only mod in the game that doesn't come percentage based. It's flat for some reason, flat HP, I don't know why, maybe it was an oversight. It does seem to match the values that you would have gotten early on in the game before they changed the mods. Because if you actually compare to what if this is adding 78k, the base healing of the hive is 25k, that is over 300% healing on one mod at 2.9k. Now that 2.9k is a lot, but the hive comes with 3 slots. And I can use battery to gain 1000 skill power. And I can use my mods to give me lots of other, like about another 800 skill power here, 900, and then I get the rest from my base skill power. So I very easily unlocked this amount of skill power. I'm using cooldown reduction here because the cooldown is very, very unforgiving. Yeah, this is a 4-minute cooldown, but I bring my cooldown reduction here with Alps and with this down to 160 seconds. If I cancel it, it's 80 seconds, which isn't actually too bad. I can sort of cancel my hive after winning a fight, and then by the time people come back and fight again, I should have a hive coming back fairly soon. But often I will have to fight without anything because sometimes players come out and I'm fighting too close to the checkpoint. So, but when you do have this hive, as you saw in the intro clip, it does help you survive against shotguns, which are the biggest problem in this patch. I'm sure everyone can agree on that. If you're using a shotgun, shame on you. Anyway, chem launcher, we have 2.36 or 2.336 skill power. and we're running a 42.5 heal and a cooldown reduction. I would obviously rather have a good heal on this, but I simply just don't have it. The best heal I have here is 26%, and that would just be wasting the potential of my skill power. So I opt for cooldown reduction, which is also very good because it ensures that I always have one chem launcher available when I need it. 42.5 heal, of course I could have a little stronger, but it's not such a big deal. 72 total healing. This build is, it is a top tier build, yeah, but it ain't easy to use. Even on PC, right? Not everyone will be able to run this like they can run a shotgun. There's a reason why everybody runs a shotgun. It takes no skill, it's easy, it's brain dead. So anyone can use it. This, on the other hand, isn't easy, yeah? If you're on console, I pity you a little bit, because to really take advantage of this, it's going to be so difficult. You may not be able to, yeah, but if you are on the upper echelon of players on console, and you've got good aim, yeah, I think you'll still be able to take advantage of this build. I really, really want you guys to try it, even if you want on the upper creme de la creme, yeah, give this build a try, trust me. You can really make things happen if you just put your mind to it, yeah. When I was on console, I used to try to emulate things that people were doing on PC, and while I didn't get to be that good, of course, it's impossible, really, I got close, and sometimes I was on point, sometimes my hip fire was good, sometimes my tracking was good. This is something where you need to learn your tracking, right? And on console, players don't move as absurdly as they do on PC. So even though your aim is not as good, people's movement also isn't as good, yeah? And you can take advantage of that. Stat sheet real quick, I'm not going to talk about it, I'm just going to scroll, you can pause to see it. There you go, you've seen the stat sheet. I don't really care about it, because a lot of things don't even show up on there, or they're showing incorrectly. Just look at your slots. Is it best in slot? Yes, you're doing it right. Is it not? You're not doing it right. Or if you haven't got it, farm more and make sure you get it right. We're using the flame grenade, very good synergy with survivalist. We all run survivalist on the team, so once they get put on fire, you're getting the 10% damage to status affected targets. Another good talent you may want to run on your rifle, apart from Optimist, because Optimist is best in slot, is actually the one that does damage to blinded targets. That's 20% multiplicative, I believe, yeah? And so if you have a teammate running sharpshooter, or maybe if you do want to run sharpshooter, that's absolutely fine. It does do a lot more damage, you're just not going to be helping your team very much. You'll basically be the selfish guy on your team, the glass cannon on your team. If you really want to be a team player, run survivalist. Use gunner if you really find yourself to be reliant on that mech kit, but really it's not that great. It's good, but it's not that great. Don't use this is trash. Well, that'll be it for the end of the video. Hope you guys enjoy. Lovely view today, not really, it's very hazy. But yeah, let's get into the final bit of gameplay of this build video, so you can see a little more of it in action.
Nice and changed.
Neutralized.
Yeah, it is really nice.
Yeah, I know.
Deploying UAV. Aim for the head this time.
Rogue agent eliminated.
Mine's going this way.
That's a 1v4 right there.
Nearby rogue agent killed.
Seconds. We're going.
Rogue agent neutralized.
Right there.
Cargo loaded. Ready to go.
Helo is headed back. System curtailed. Rogue agent eliminated.
Get him in a pincer!
Rogue agent neutralized.
Very nice, bro, very nice. One click.
Oh my god! No, don't shoot back! Don't shoot! Why you die? Ha ha ha!
Why I die? Huh? Sorry, what?
Nearby
Huh?
rogue agent killed.
What?
Easy,
You
you
are
are
no, man. You are fucking easy kill, man.
I'm easy kill, that's why you are on floor. You were on the floor.
Pussy you.
You were on
Oh,
floor.
I reported you, man. I reported you.
Why would you report me?
Yes, reported for
But why?
macro. Using macro,
Macro,
noob.
bro.
Yes, yes. Bye bye,
Look,
of course.
I'm going-
Bye bye. Yes.
No,
I
I'm going to
recorded
be
you,
here.
man. I
don't
recorded.
care. I'm not using
I
macro.
recorded you fucking pussy.
You recorded what? Me singing happy birthday with my gun? Happy birthday.
Oh, Nemesis, oh my god, don't shoot me.
Nice hip fire, noob.
Oh my god, you fucking cheated. Nice, nice video, nice video.
Civilians caught cooperating with hostiles will be punished.
Very good aimbot, very good aimbot.
Egy azt a táskát használja.
Yeah, very good aimbot.
Aimbot macro? Really? Really, bro? Oh my god. You are getting wrecked.
You know?
Fair and square.
Unbreakable noob, oh my god, no skill, man.
No skill. 2v1,
Get
you
it.
can't win.
President Ellis acknowledges and understands your concerns.
You see, you can't even
Yes,
break my
report that,
unbreakable.
report.
You can't even break my unbreakable. So why do you complain about it?